We are watching this shit. Let's go. 40 seconds until Fate Collab. I don't care about Phainon. Don't stop showing us Phainon. Phainon. I don't care about Fanboy None. We are here. We are here for le Fate Collaboration. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Just do it. Nishu Washu, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Arigato, arigato, arigato. Arigato. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi. Loading system. Oh my god. Oh my god. Peak. 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 Why is the quality so bad, bro? Sponsored by Lady Aglaia. Oh my god. Remember Aglaia? Remember the web wound, the world wound web? Kamigami-o. The quality is literally so bad. What the hell? Ah, yes. Remember when everyone died? That's truly the case? Absolutely. The artifact is crazy. Are we gonna get the Aida Silesia as a region? Oh, get him! I'm just not excited to fight an adult, bro. Especially after seeing his like gameplay, I'm just like, that's so what the fuck. I will say he looks cool. Oh, let's go! The Holy Grail War! It's I'm hyped! I'm hyped! That's exciting shit. I am the bone of my blade! Or whatever he says. Oh, peak. What the? Whoa! Liga's head is gone! Flame Reaver 2, his mask is down. Calculate is here! Oh, bruh! Look at him being traumatized for the villain sign. Oh, Akaseo! Destruction tip! Confirmed! Confirmed! We actually have confirmation that oh my god. That was so peak. We actually have confirmation that he was trying to create another destruction boy. So, okay. Crack theory. We are living in a simulation. Okay, so there's two choices. Either he's incubating a new Lord Ravager, and this is why I would say like destruction complete. Basically, by making Phainon insane, he's making Phainon into a new Lord Ravager, and becoming a what's it called? Like one of the big boys, you know, like Harta for the erudition, but the same thing for destruction. So either this, or my other absolutely crack theory is that Phainon, what we're seeing is actually a simulation of the past, and we're actually learning how Akivali came to be. What if Phainon is actually Akivali, and what we're seeing is what happened in the past that made Phainon become Akivali, but now we're in a simulation where we are getting Akivali right now. Why am I dropping frames like crazy though?
Hey, Mr. Albert?
Hello!
Albert.
Woo! And whether or not you have a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good
Let me refresh real quick.
Version 3.4 for the
Quality is so bad.
Set to die. Special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi everyone, I'm Phainon. I'm so happy to be on the special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anaxagoras.
Nice to see all of you again. Did you miss me?
Oh, of course we missed you. Well, dear guests, welcome to the show. I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
The burning sky and the fall of dawn.
Yeah.
Akuma was the last place under Kephalee's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Phainon,
They sure did.
so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex of
I love that there's a
Genesis.
Dromas next to
We
Alexandra.
already found out the truth. So what do a few sacrifices matter? Every Chrysos heir was prepared for this. You just need to boldly take that last step toward the Aranova.
But in the trailer just now, it seems like Phainon is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few scenes that
For a
looked
change?
like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about to reveal itself.
That's so
Soon
cool.
everyone can already tell.
Why is the
that
quality
all
so
that's
bad on
happening
my
in
end?
Amphoris
Is that the
is
case
not
for
as simple
everyone?
as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures.
Yeah,
It was like
apparently
the
it's
whole
bad for
world
everyone.
was peeling
Good.
off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look back at our
Alright.
whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this
Indeed.
day.
It has
It makes me
something to
wonder
do
if
with
Lycus is
that
actually,
erudition god beyond the sky,
Emperor Ruber
doesn't it?
III.
Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding ground,
Like Emperor
which
Rupert is
switched
basically
from
like
following the
Ultron.
path of
As long as
erudition
it's connected
to
to the
path of
internet, he never
destruction,
dies.
must be hiding secrets beyond Aranova.
In addition, that Tin Man Lygist is also pretty suspicious.
You
He
think?
and Phainon had a pretty significant conversation in the vortex of Genesis.
I sure did.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when
Dude, I can't
he
wait for
said he
Siren, eh?
could fix the Express and send the Trailblazers back home.
Uh-huh.
The mask is
Oh,
coming
let me be
off
smaller,
now.
sorry.
Based on my interactions with him, Lygus doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysos heirs. Rather, he only wishes to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see? That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphoris is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world, and Lygus is one of them.
You're
Indeed.
exactly right. If the situation in the cosmos is like a game of chess, then Amphoris is a trap to set up the checkmate. But who knows? Maybe the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Aranova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazer's choices may also determine the future of the universe.
But before the Aranova actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphoris. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Aranova.
Yeah, basically he
As
wants
someone
to kick
from
us
beyond
out.
the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Aranova,
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to Phainon and go home.
Well said. The Trailblazers won't betray the sincerity you've shown them. However, their fate will still be tied to that of Amphoris. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Phainon. That Phainon we saw in the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
Because
Maybe
Phainon is a
that
fake name.
Phainon isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Yay!
Oh,
But I'll leave the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game and version
So I feel like every time he
3.4.
goes through a cycle and he sees all of his friends
Actually
die,
got some
he
other
regains his
information to
memory.
reveal
And
to
when
you.
he enters the Genesis,
What kind of
then that's when
information?
he
Following
becomes the
story's
old Phainon.
progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version.
Oh!
In these records
Hey.
that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris' true nature.
before, As I've written was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories.
But now it's like it's a whole PC interface, which proves that it's actually a simulation.
Feels like something big is about to happen.
But I can't believe we
looks
actually
like
live
it's
in a
turned into some kind
we
of
actually live in a
database.
simulation. Ain't no
You
way.
can use this system to unlock even more of Amphorius' secrets.
Oh, dude, I'm so hyped.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live.
Hell
with version
yeah.
3.4.
Can't wait for people to
Story
be even
dialogue
more
can
confused
now
by
be
the story.
skipped by
Remember
section
when people
with
get
plot
confused and
summaries
can't
and
read?
the main characters
Well,
that
now
appear
they
in each
won't have
section
to read,
displayed
and they
along the
will
way.
still be confused.
Now you can choose the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences.
I think
In
it's good
version
though, overall.
3.6, there'll also be a story recap function. Stay tuned.
All right.
But of course, as we
Dead
move
chat?
into version 3.4, we shall take the final step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world.
Hype.
And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Is that crazy that
You mean what's
Akivili has
happening
golden
beyond the
blood?
sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and
Wait,
Aranova?
what?
We'll have to keep
Like
it a secret for
Phainon?
now.
No way.
Meanwhile,
It's like he has the
we'll
same
be
haircut
releasing
too.
an animated short. This animated short contains
No,
a very important
it's
part
cracked.
of
It's
the
cracked
story
theory,
of
right?
version
Surely
3.4.
Phainon is not
Can't
Akivili.
spill
Not
too much
Akivili, sorry,
here, but I
Nanook.
can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song.
Oh
Ah!
shit!
So
We're
don't
gonna get
miss
to see
Nice.
baby Phainon.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Next, why don't we turn our attention to our good friend Phainon and take a look at his story together.
All right, let's see it. Ah, badass. Boom, baby. That's a big ass sword. I will say, I think his animations are like top tier. This shit is cool as F.
What in the world happened to Phainon to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know. Now he seems strange and formidable.
Now it's a cold, cloudy person instead.
Could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Phainon was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind
Shorty.
that kindness and reliability, Phainon carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy, and Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the Flame Chase journey. Aglaya even used her own death to set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism, and allowing Phainon to step up and rally the people.
Yeah, all of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the Deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. What was Phainon like before he joined the Flame Chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the Flame Chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a small, remote village. Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and
Fables?
mountains,
What's that?
and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little
So
fairies.
pretty.
When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
Oh, the mere sales
And
trailer. Okay, I
guess
get it.
what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Phainon's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
It sure
These
did.
days, Phainon just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphoris needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Phainon's face is still the same,
I don't care about
his
Phainon.
whole vibe has shifted.
Let's
His
move to the
gaze
Fate
is
Collab.
now
I'm sorry,
sharp
I
and
care about
commanding.
Phainon, just not as much.
Different than before. Now we're just one
I
step away
care about
from
the
era
story.
Nova that
Less about the
prophecy
gameplay.
foretold. The deepest truths of Amphoris are about to come to light. What trials lie ahead, and what choices will Phainon make?
A hero's journey is never easy. But if the will in your heart is strong enough, no fire can burn you out. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul.
Indeed.
I am more than ready.
Well said.
For once.
Then let's let everyone
That's what he
experience
said
it
when he
all
was trying
themselves
the,
in version 3.4.
The core flame
Now
of
let's take a look at how Phainon performs in battle.
conflict. What is it called?
You got it. I'll
Strife.
first show up in the familiar
there it
form
is.
everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Okay.
The use of my skill
Blast
also
attack.
grants me core flames.
Okay.
Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Wait, so core flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. Phainon can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability,
Okay.
Phainon will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Phainon powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action while he faces
So he's the only
enemy
one
head-on
playing
with
during that
newfound
ulti?
strength.
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Phainon's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Okay.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation. Each
Look how
with a brand
creation
new
looks
ability.
looks
Care
like
to
blocks.
elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Yeah, let's do another
Calling
blast
upon the
attack.
power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack.
Okay.
Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all
Okay, so
enemies
that's a
and
big
then
counter.
unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Okay, okay.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have
Damn.
been used up, Phainon will unleash one final blow, hitting
The fact that,
all
like, the cubes
enemies
look like
before
the,
removing the territory.
Sustain
Phainon's
of Heavenly
technique
Principle is
pretty
kind of crazy.
unique too.
Makes you
Upon
wonder.
casting it, Phainon instantly strikes
Happy
all
Friday,
enemies in a
TOG.
certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait.
Damn, so it's
all
like AoE
enemies?
Acheron.
That's nuts.
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses, it won't cost any points.
But he has 8
when
technique
Phainon's in the
points
team,
compared to
the
the other
technique point
characters.
cap goes up by 3.
Damn,
When
okay.
I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also
Yeah, it is,
regenerate
Theo.
energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
That's a cool technique, I will say.
I see.
All right. now that we've wrapped up Phainon's combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka,
Alright,
and
let's
King
learn
Liu
what their buffs
all
are.
getting some serious enhancements.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Happening!
Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Let's start with Silverwolf.
I think Silverwolf is
After
actually
the
becoming OP.
optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Yeah, her
Oh, so
ultimate
it's
is AoE,
now,
which is
not
crazy.
single target.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your life.
Yep, so no more
On top
randomness.
of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Next up, Kafka.
Oh, my
After
queen!
the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack.
What's crazy is that
After locking certain
Kafka...
traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy.
Yeah.
And using her ultimate,
What's
recovers
crazy is
the
that
number of
Kafka is
times the
basically
follow-up
now
attack can be
a
triggered.
harmony
So
dot
basically,
character.
Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
for
actually
sure.
insane.
And now for Blade.
So
After
we
the
just
update,
need
he
a
will
dot
deal damage to
character,
enemies
and I think
based on his
Iceling is gonna
max
be that.
HP.
So Kafka
When
is gonna be the
Blade
best
enters
support for
Hellscape
Iceling,
state,
guaranteed.
He's more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Okay, that's
Sounds
good.
like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning
Yeah.
his total damage output.
And his scaling's way better than before too.
Good observation. A change will happen to Jing Liu as well. Now she'll deal damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each time a
Yeah, she's
teammate
HP
loses
scaling now.
HP,
Just like
Jing
Blade.
Liu stacks extra crit damage. After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her
Yeah.
overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Our old friends sure are getting some solid upgrades.
Yeah.
But with all these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making
That's kinda
sure
crazy.
everything stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch
I
between
think
our
the
friends'
the
ability
ones
modes
that we
freely.
know the most
So
out of the
choose
year
whichever
are like
version
Silver
you
Wolf.
like
I think
best.
it's like
For more
literally
details, be
super
sure to keep
good.
an eye out for
I think
official
Kafka
announcements.
also because she's
Oh,
becoming more
sounds
of like
good.
a big support,
Aside
and
from
so
the ability
she's
reworks,
less likely to
one more
be
old
power
friend of
crept.
ours is getting
Blade
something
is
new
a super
this
strong
time
DPS
around.
now, but
Oh,
DPS are power crept
who is
easily.
it?
I think Jingli is the
In
one that
version
like gets buffed the least.
3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its debut.
A new
Look
outfit.
at that.
Yo!
Ooh, let's take a look at the video clip first.
Firefly outfit? If only she was like super good. Ah, she gets a super cute school outfit. I love it. It's adorable. Oh, even Sam gets like some additional things to her. Yeah, she gets the logo and stuff.
With her school uniform on,
Ah, it's so
Firefly looks more
cute!
youthful than ever. And that firefly-shaped brooch on her chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
Maybe
Aw,
she
it's
even
so
asked
adorable,
for
bro.
fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an office style. They must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit changes?
Oh, totally possible. If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements.
Alright.
Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version 3.4's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire
You
the
like
limited
her?
5-star character Phainon.
I think
And
that's
the limited
Sarini.
5-star light cone, thus burns the dawn, will have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new
Yeah, the
4-star
story's
light
next
cone
page.
for the Path of Remembrance.
For Remembrance,
The story's
okay.
next page
That's cool.
is being added to the first half banner. At the same time,
Treebee
we'll also
rerun.
kick off a special warp event.
Oh, it's a
Limited
triple
5-star
rerun.
characters.
Treebee, Sunday, and
Sunday
Sparkle.
and Sparkle are coming
Okay.
back. Plus, 5-star light cones if time were a flower.
The only one I don't have
Grounded
here is
Ascent.
Sunday. I don't really care about
Earthly
him, so I'm not pulling
Escapade
for
will
him.
return as well. In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another
Firefly
round of
rerun?
special warp events.
Firefly,
5-star
Jingliu, and Blade?
characters,
Okay.
Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back along with the limited 5-star light cones.
Yeah, I'm not pulling for either.
Whereabouts your
The
dreams
light cone
rest,
is like
I
Pearls
shall
of
be
Sweat,
my
which is
own
really
sword
good.
And the unreachable side.
That's a lot of Unity
Two
rerun.
of our newly buffed old
Yeah,
friends
but
are
like
making a
Blade and
comeback in
Jingliu have
this
both been
version.
added to the permanent
about
pool.
Kafka
Well,
and
the
Silverwolf?
special
Here's
pool
what a sneak
choices.
peek. Limited 5-star characters.
Is this standard?
Kafka and Silver
No, it's
Wolf
every now and then
will
they
be
do a
back in
rerun of a lot
version
of characters. I think it's
3.5.
great because it just
And
allows you to
limited
pick which
5-star light
rerun
cones,
character you
patience
want.
is all you need, and incessant rain.
Seems awful to play
rerun
around.
as well.
No, I don't think so. It
Also,
just makes it so your
8
characters
new
you like
4-star
come back
light
faster.
cones will be added to
That's
the
all it does.
Amazon
It's not like you have to
rewards
pull for
in
all of
version
them.
3.4.
I
That's a
see
lot
quite
of new
few
light
familiar
code.
faces on the light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos Heirs.
Is this for a
Looks
battle
like
pass?
Phainon really does enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
Nature's mattress.
This might
Can't
be
beat
just
that
new
level
battle
of
pass
comfort.
icon, because like this
for
one of every
sure.
type.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content coming.
Yeah, so
Your
battle
way.
pass. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess you can choose which battle pass type you want. All right. Oh, it's kind of like in Genshin. They did add a lot of new weapons in the battle pass. So okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you just get more choice. That's cool. I hope they add more weapons in the battle pass for Zenless on Zero soon. That'll be great too. I'm actually pretty excited for the battle pass weapons. Gives us more option than 5 stars. That's pretty nice. It's pretty affordable as well, so that's quick. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I think the outfit is kind of whatever. It still looks better than Ellen's school outfit in ZZZ, so that's a W. The banners are nice. I'm probably not gonna be pulling on any of them. I have Blade. I don't have
Welcome back.
Jingliu.
Let's take a look
I
at
have
the
Firefly.
events this version.
Like Sunday and
Piece of
Jingliu are the
good
only ones I
news
don't
comes
have.
from Penacony at the
Bird
other end
Clash,
of the
okay.
Cosmos. Origami Bird Clash is about to return in
More
version
IPC shenanigans?
3.4.
That was the thing you could play PvP, I think.
That's right. The International Peace Corporation has officially sponsored Origami Bird Clash and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Penaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos. And
Alright.
the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazer's Radiant Feldspar.
We're running the oldies.
There needs
It's
to
because
be
they're
some
buffing
new
them.
game modes for the game to make a name for itself, right?
Of course. This time, the 2 players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set number of moves. You can eliminate 4 or more fruits to form bombs and obtain extra moves.
You can also get extra moves when you swap 2 super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
Alright.
Oh no! I see obstacles popping up on the field.
That's a fun
How
little
are we supposed
event.
to
I like
deal with
this.
those?
Not to worry. In
I
this
wish we were
version of the
getting more than
Origami
just,
Bird
like,
Clash,
one
there
big
will be
event
lots
from
of new
per
items that
patch.
can help you in battle.
We
For
need
example,
more, but I think
Shattering Hammer
I
can
hope it's
eliminate
because they
any
were working on the
individual
Fate
fruit
Collab,
or obstacle.
and so
Spicy Bomb
they had
can
less
turn a
time to
fruit
make
into a
other new
bomb,
events.
And
I
Reset
hope this is
Cube
the
can
reason
reset
why.
all fruits on the
We'll
field.
see.
Leveling up items will also make them more powerful.
Nice.
As long as you pick the right item at the right time, you can turn the tide and deliver a powerful blow to your opponent.
And we'll see the Fate Collab soon.
There are plenty of familiar
We're already
faces
pretty
among
far
our
into
opponents
the
this
video.
time.
We're like almost
That's
half an
right.
hour already.
Trailblazers can still battle against many old friends in this event. In addition to participating in story challenges,
Hey.
Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends
Yep.
from across
There it is,
the
PvP.
universe. This
When's Fate
multiplayer
Collab?
mode
Dispatch.
won't
Well,
end
the
with version
patch we're seeing right now
3.4
on screen.
either.
So
Origami
3.4
Bird
in about
Clash
10 days.
will replace the Seal Slammers multiplayer mode
Are
and
we at
become
this
the
point?
new
Oh, no.
long-term co-op game mode.
We're done slamming seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old friend Gift of
Are we getting a
Odyssey
10 pool? The
returns
Gift of
as
Odyssey?
usual in
Classic,
version
classic, classic, classic,
3.4.
classic, classic, classic.
Awesome!
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will also return. Complete the challenges.
Oh my
to
god,
get
double drop rate?
rewards.
That's crazy.
Yep. In version 3.4, Stagnant
Oh,
Shadow
new
Shape
Stagnant
of
Shadow,
Cinders
okay.
will also come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
Hot
At the
take.
same time,
Oh!
the planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and
Okay, the one
Revelry
on the
by
right is
Sea
definitely for High
will
Celine.
also come online.
That's for High
Trailblazers
Celine. That's
can
gotta be a
obtain
dot
them
thing.
in the
The one on the left, I have
Divergent
no idea.
universe.
Just some Memo Spike shenanigans.
Why did my seat collapse?
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First,
What?
the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White
Okay.
exhibition will begin in July.
July?
These event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast
We get to see
Asian
the 3D.
countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star Rail will be
The
joining
Anime
Anime
Expo?
Expo this July. Come
This
visit
is
the
real
Star
life
Rail
stuff.
booth
I
and
hate
claim
it.
free limited
What is that?
gifts.
Seeing people?
A special
Ugh.
panel for Honkai Star Rail will also be held at Anime Expo, featuring several special guests.
Please
Oh,
keep
trash
an eye out
taste?
for more info
That's
and
crazy.
official announcements. See you at Anime Expo.
Well,
Alright.
thank you all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time.
It's a
We'll
Holy
get on
Grail
to our
time.
Next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
It's Holy Grail time.
I am a professional super.
Holy Grail war time.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
no.
It's Big Salad. It's time. It's actually happening.
Not my
Alright,
time
let's see
yet.
it. Oh my god. Okay, hype. Pinataconi, Holy Grail. There it is. Oh my god. 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 Ah! I'm excited.
Concept of a Holy Grail. Welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Collab Special Program.
Ah, long time no see, everyone. I'm a venturine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Oh my god.
Howdy.
It's Jane's boy toy.
Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill. At your service.
Welcome
Fuck.
both of you. I, Albert,
Mother loving
have
fudge.
apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be
Yay.
this show's host today.
Albert, could your class be... speaker?
Oh, son of a gun. Ah, that's funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience?
Okay.
Explain what you
Hype,
meant
hype, hype,
by
hype, 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 hype.
summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Well, the cosmos is full of surprises.
Okay.
Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Ah.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds like a
Sweet
Holy Grail
dreams
War is
are
taking
made
place
of
in the
these.
Sweet Dream.
That's right. But I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can manifest any miracle. And the Holy Grail War is a magecraft ritual for obtaining that power.
I say
As
Callies,
long
but
as
some
you win
people
in the
say
brutal
Callies. I
contest
don't know if
of the
both are
Holy
right.
Grail War, the Grail can fulfill your wishes.
That dadgum Wubba Boot Charmony Festival has only just concluded, and they're putting on a new show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort.
True.
How are they going to attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony
Not
Festival
having any
have
events
a
with
little
this HSR.
accident?
Lol.
I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image. The family's definitely going to want to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers. I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the final winner will receive the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance to make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed.
That's
Bullets
true.
don't discriminate. So, someone gets caught in the crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone, the Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner of the Radiant Feldspar.
Let's go! The
Trailblazer
Trailblazers!
Superstar, the soul-clad festivity. Our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Oh, so the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
Yeah.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
As another Penaconian shareholder,
Adventuring,
the
of
Interastral
course,
Peace
of course,
Corporation's
okay.
Strategic Investment Department
What gonna be
sent
the 9
me
others?
as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill will
Of course,
also
Boot Hill is
participate
right there.
in
That's
this
4.
Holy Grail War.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation
mean,
too.
In
but he
Zero,
had
there
no
was
time for
literally a serial
this.
killer, so
I
you know,
can't
it is
turn a
what it is.
blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boot Hill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail
I
war?
hope it's not only people
Of
from Penacony,
course.
like Sparkle and Sunday.
Apart from local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War. They are respectively Saber,
Yeah!
Archer, and Lancer.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder which
Lancer
heroic
is not gonna be
spirit will end
playable,
up
sadly.
accepting a contract with the Trailblazer.
Now, see? This is how you attract attention. Now we're gonna get tons of views. That's why you pay big bucks to get the big names.
Okay.
As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet
Oh, this is
Dreams
so
and the
exciting.
Holy Grail War,
I'll just
and
pull
you
Saber.
will forge a contract
Yeah,
with
I mean,
who?
Archer is gonna be free.
Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out for it.
Okay, so it's not like day
Now
1 of the
let's learn
patch.
more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
Alright.
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all.
I don't know if you guys saw,
You
but it was
gotta
like
dress up for the
people were like,
occasion.
"Oh, I can't believe
Exactly
HSR
right.
is
The King
sexualizing
of
her
Knight's
by
new
giving
outfit
her a
was
dress.
personally designed
They're
by Mr.
ruining the
Takashi
original design."
Takeuchi. It retains
But
her
it's actually
iconic
the original
blue and white
designer
colors.
from Fate
And her
Stay
iconic
Night that actually
ahoge.
designed this.
That's right.
People
it
getting mad for no
retains
reason.
the nobility of a king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are
Dude, she's so cool.
straightforward, while the design
I love
of
her
her
so
skirt
much.
is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well,
Oh, let's go! Ah! The crab idol pose, of course! Oh, I love it. They did her so much justice, bro. The invisible sword too, of course. Oh, it's so good. I'm crying! It's so good! It's so peaceful!
Butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh,
I love this shit.
talk
Oh my
about
God, I'm so
fancy
happy.
visuals.
And how come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Penacony.
She's
Well,
hungry,
looks
stop
like
judging, what
Penaconian
the hell?
food is very much to her liking.
that's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach.
She has a nice sweet tooth.
Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction.
La
Saber will
destruction.
gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after
Okay, she gets
entering
3.
battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is
A basic-
cautious as ever in
So
this
basic
new
attack
world.
is not blast.
I see
Okay.
she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent
Okay,
targets.
so her skill is
If Saber has
burst.
enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's
Oh,
damage.
holy crap.
Ah.
Because I think her energy
In
is
other
actually like
words,
super
you
high.
need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber
Oh,
obtains core
crap.
resonance
Okay.
and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has
Yeah, so, like,
dispelled
Huohuo is gonna be
air,
great for her
barrier the
because of
Wind
the
King
energy she
around
gives.
her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced
Damn.
basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance.
Jesus!
Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Ah. So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
Damn, okay.
That's right.
That looks so
Not
cool.
only does this sword bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also represents the noble ideal that was held in the hearts of the countless soldiers who once followed her in battle.
Hi.
All right, that concludes Saber's
Like Gilles de
introduction.
Rais. Love that
Now
guy.
we'll move on to our next otherworldly heroic spirit.
Oh my
Archer.
lord.
Oh,
Oh,
seems
no, wait,
like
Gilles
Archer
de Rais.
cares
Well, I
about
mean,
this
he
Holy
loves
Grail
her,
war
but
very
because he
much.
thinks that's Jeanne
He
d'Arc,
put on
right?
a new outfit too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
What
Indeed.
sharp eyes you've got, dear guest. Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued with a dangerous allure.
Still
The
has his
combination
tan.
of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness and strength.
Yeah, you got that right.
Sure is.
Director, show us the game footage already.
Alright, let's see it. Apparently it's gonna be one of the best DPS in the game. Did he just take my bats? I mean, it makes sense. He can craft anything. Oh, that's so big. Oh! Nah, dude, it's so cool.
I am the bone of my soul.
Les bonhommes de la sword! No way! Oh my god.
So
Oh my God,
that's
Pete.
Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite impressive indeed. After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
Yeah!
I am the bone of my sword.
I
That
am the
sentence sure
bone
brings
of my
back a lot of
fucking
memories.
sword, son of a gun.
I agree.
Well, then let's take a
You
look at Archer's
mother
combat
loving
performance
son of a
in
gun.
detail.
Okay. Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt.
Finally, we're gonna
When
be
he
able to
uses
use Sparkle.
his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state,
2
dealing
skill
damage to one designated enemy. While
And the
in
fact
the
that with
circuit
him and
connection state,
Sparkle, the
Archer's
amount of
turn
SP
will
goes
not
up to
end
9 is
after
crazy.
he uses his skill. And he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
What?
The more
That's
times he uses his
crazy.
skill consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all,
So he's kind of
everyone
like
knows that a dual-wielding fighter
seems
who
like a
can't
better
use their double
Inhibitor
phantasm
Lune.
isn't a good archer. And using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
In that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself
It's
and
like
had to
Infinite
use his
Lune that
favorite
can
twin
regenerate
blade.
skill for the
When
team.
he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
So
And that's a
you'll
wrap
be
on
able to
Archer's
instantly get some
introduction.
SP as
Now,
follow-up attack.
I have
That's
big
awesome.
news for everyone. From when
For
the collab
free!
event starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star collab character Archer for free.
And gross material for up to level 60.
Awesome!
We
And
hope
it'll be
that
available
under
on
our protection,
from
every
3.4
adventure
to
that the
3.6.
Trailblazers
3
embark
months
on will
confirmed.
cleave open the dark clouds and become a saga sung throughout the cosmos. We also hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion,
That's awesome.
with the servants across this vast universe, will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah! How about that? The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free.
Awesome.
Another one?
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done
They're
yet.
giving us like 3
Besides
5-stars per
claiming
year at this
Archer for
point.
free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow,
Pete.
how thoughtful.
Yeah, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right,
Sure do.
let's check out the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone, A Thankless Coronation from Birth of a King, and the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition, pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners, but neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay, so it's a special
Okay.
collaboration warp.
It's worth mentioning
Okay.
here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long-term after the event starts.
Nice!
Does,
So they actually stay
long-term
3 months?
mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Light Cones.
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh, nice!
No
And
end yet?
Here's one more piece of news for you all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4,
Lycon
Star
for
Rail special
free!
passes for
We're
your warps,
both getting him
including
and the
some
Lycon
special
for
limited
free?
time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend a designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly
So
obtain
if you
the
pull
limited
200
5-star
times,
Lycon,
you get the
The
Lycon for
Hell
free.
Where Ideals Burn.
Throughout all of version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Phainon or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off, the voice actors for Saber
That's not for a
and
very
Archer
long time,
have some
though.
things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we're back to hear their special messages.
That's not for a very long time, I
これ
will
から
say.
マスターになる開拓者の皆さん、
So
こ
like
んばんは
if you do
セーバー役のカズメ役です。
That's not a,
崩壊スター
200 pulls?
Hear their special messages.
So after the update and until the end of the patch, any warp event in version 3.4 spend a total of 200 star rails to claim the collaboration exclusives. 200 pulls is a lot. That's a lot of pulls. And that's only for like the rerun character. Like I don't want to pull for Phainon. I don't want to pull for any of the rerun characters. So that's like if you put 200 pulls on Archer for like the entire patch. Like if you only want Archer. In my case, that's like putting 200 pulls on Archer. That's too much. Although I guess that's like if I pull Archer and a light code, I'm likely to get this basically. But that's a lot of pulls, bro. That's a
セーバー
lot of
役の
pulls.
カズメ役です
I
崩
wish
壊ス
I
タ
don't
ーレ
know
ー
why
ル
they
と
don't
フェイ
make
ト
this
ステイナイ
last
ト
for
アン
3
リミテッ
months
ドブレ
too.
ード
That's
ワークスの
ridiculous.
コラボ
That's
が
too short.
間もなく作品にはどこか似ているも
I
の
feel
が
like
ある
these
な
two
と感
works
じま
share
した
deep similarity at their
剣を
cores.
手に運
The
命
King
と
of
立ち
Knights
向かう
courage
セー
in
バーの
wielding a
姿は
sword.
厳しい冒険の中でも
Challenge fate
前へ
just
と
like
進み続け
Trailblazers.
る開拓者の姿と
And
似ている
wavering
のではない
determination
か
is
なと
pursuing
思い
their
ま
own
した
path.
収録中は
During the
フェイ
recording
トとス
process,
タ
I
ー
truly
レール
felt
の
the
世
magical
界観
spark
が
that
混ざり
happens
合
when
い
two distinct
新
worlds
たな魅
collide.
力が生まれていくのを感じましたあまり多くは
I can't
話せ
spoil
ないの
anything
ですが
yet,
セーバーが
but
スタ
I'm
ー
already
レール
eager
の
to
世
see
界
how
でどのように
Saber
信念と
will
理
bring
想を
her
貫
belief
い
and
ていくの
ideals
か
to life.
ぜひお
I
楽
wish
し
they
みくだ
would
さい
tell us how the event is
こ
gonna
の
work
コラボ
though.
がたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです
I really hope they did
星
show
々と
us.
聖杯が交わる旅の中であなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますようにそれでは最後に開拓者よあなたが私のマスターか
Oh, dude, so cool.
ナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが
Oh my god.
間もなく開催となります。
Fate stay
赤い
united.
九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。
Okay.
おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていた
In-game
だいたん
battle
ですが、
scenes.
アンリミテッドブレード
Absolutely
ワー
love
クス
his
の演出
Olympic Blade
が
Course performance in combat.
とても
I have to say the animation
かっ
effects
こよ
are
かったです。
incredible.
いや気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、
Nice.
絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
Very nice.
All right. Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages. With the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Nasu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate joy!
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple angles,
Oh,
and
there it
levels,
is!
the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the
All right.
sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night,
Lancer, Berserker,
Trailblazers will
Saber,
face
Archer,
off against
Assassin,
many
Caster,
familiar and old
Rider.
friends.
That makes
in
sense.
intense one.
That makes
V1,
sense.
V1 battles. Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health.
Okay.
Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs.
Okay.
You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them.
That's cool.
The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces
Okay.
of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough
Ooh.
pieces of the same class,
You activate
and you
the bond?
activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Okay, that
Looks
sounds
like
cool.
bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely. And that's not all. Trailblazers can also acquire
Oh my
noble
god, look, you get the
phantasms
weapons
during
from the
battle
game.
for
Oh,
extra
that's so
health.
peak.
Plus, during combat,
There was the weapon for
Trailblazers
Caster.
can have the chance to
That was
get
like
3
Caster's
command
special blade
spells.
that just
Using
kills
these
anyone.
spells grants additional buffs.
No.
Command
It's
spells, huh?
mind controls them.
Well, I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
This Grail
Of
feels
course.
kind of off. Forking hell. Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win.
That's so
Heads up,
cool.
raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much.
Yeah, that sounds really
After
fun.
all, this is a reality show competition, and just for entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters, and enemy strength is toned down.
That's cool.
This way, new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail War experience.
Exactly. The production team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
All right, sounds great.
Now, just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome.
So we're getting like both the story and the event gameplay.
Big thanks again to our 2 guests. That wraps up today's Fate
Okay, that looks
Collab
really
update.
cool.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Alright, that was cool. So if I had to guess as to which 5-star we're gonna get for free later in this year, I think it's likely going to be March 7. Because I think after all this shenanigan happening in Amphorius, I think she's gonna get a 5-star form. And I would say she's the most likely candidate to get to be for free, right? I think that would make the most sense. But I guess we'll find out. I think this was really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I do feel like the free Lycon for Archer is a bit sussy. 200 pulls is a lot. So I feel like it's not as attainable as I would have hoped it would be. But yeah, I mean, because Archer is free, so almost no one's gonna pull for Archer. And 200 pull in Saber banner is a lot, basically. But I mean, of course, this is only for my situation because a lot of people are going to be pulling for Phainon. A lot of people might be pulling for reruns. But yeah, but this is like only for 3.4, which is kind of crazy. I really wish this was for 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, especially because you can claim Archer for like 3 months. So like for like the duration of 3 months, you can get Archer. They don't have a date for the end of the collab. Why limit this for a single month? To me, that doesn't make sense, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll have to deal with it. So yeah, anyway, I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just hyped, straight up. I'm hyped. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And yeah, you can claim him when it starts, basically here. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I do wish the Lycon thing was different, but it is what it is. Event looks fun with both the birds thing and then the Fate Stay Night events, obviously. And we're getting Phainon too, and all of the character buff. This is going to be a stacked patch, I will say. That patch is absolutely incredibly stacked. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's going to be it for HSR. Very cool, very cool.